Hello students, welcome back. Today I am here to give you assignment related to all the chapters and topics that we have discussed so far. I hope that you are following your online classes and you have understood the chapters very well. So now it's a time for the test. Test yourself by attempting this assignment that I am going to give you today in this video. So dear students, this is your assignment that I'm going to give you today, and I hope that you are following all your online classes related to the writing skills and all the chapters that I've taught you. Hoping that all the things are clear in your mind. Now it's time for the test. Now you are going to test yourself. So we are starting off with the writing skills. So first is the writing section. The first question is related to the formal letter. It's a formal letter. It is related to the business letter, in which you are going to place an order for the books. Now I am reading a question for you. The question is that you are Satish or Sonali, the student prefect in charge of the school library. You have been asked by your principal to write a letter to place an order for children's story books, and the age group of children is 10 to 13 years. Now you write a letter to MS Book Depot, Ramnagar, Bikaner, placing an order for the books. Invent the necessary details. Now you must have been told about the business letters, what is the format that you need to follow while placing an order. So as I told you in the beginning of the video that it is a business letters. So while writing the business letters, you'll have to keep in mind that you should be brief, clear and to the point. And you need to use separate paragraphs for separate topics. The first paragraph should indicate the theme of the letter, and you have to make a factual statement of facts. You need to use very simple and direct language. You need to avoid the use of long and high sounding words and ambiguous construction. Even while lodging a complaint or making criticism, you should be polite and your words should be charming enough. And you need to use a proper layout format for these formal letters. As in the case of this question, you have to name a proper list should be given in the content, in which you will be writing the name of the books, the name of the author, and of course the quantity of the books. So everything must be mentioned clear enough. You can request to give or to allow little percentage of discount on the printed prices also, and you can assure the mode of payment also in the end of the letter. So all these things must be conveyed clearly enough. Moving ahead to the next question, the next letter is a letters of application. Now the question is, you are Prem or Parul of 16 TT Nagar, Bhopal. You would like to apply for the post of marketing manager in a reputed firm in Mumbai. Write a letter to the public relations officer, Kirloskar Enterprises, Mumbai, applying for the job. Write the letter in 125 to 150 words, giving your biodata. Now biodata is also called as resume or curriculum vitae, and it contains basically full information about the candidate pertaining to the job requirement. So the relevant information will be included under the heading biodata. The features of the biodata you must have watched while attending the online classes of writing skills. So I hope that this question will give you a lot of idea that how to frame a letter of application or application for applying a job. Now the next question is related to the advertisement. Now it is a short writing composition, and the question is that you are Ranjit or Rekha of 751 Greater Kailash, New Delhi. You want to sell the first floor of your newly constructed house. Draft an advertisement in not more than 50 words for publication in the Times of India under their classified column, marked as property. Now include all relevant details like location, type of accommodation, and contact address, including telephone number, etc. Now you have been told about the format of classified advertisement. Specific details about the property like the size, floor, number of rooms, and mention the fixtures and fittings also, price expected, so all these kinds of detailed information must be included in the content. The next fourth question is all about the invitation, formal invitation, and the question is that your father, Mr. Raj Kumar Gupta, residing at K18 13th Cross, Malaswaram, Bangalore, wants to celebrate the success of your brother Rohit's clearing the IIT JEE entrance examination and securing admission in IIT Powai, Mumbai. He wants you to draft a formal invitation for him on his behalf. So you need to draft the invitation for him in not more than 50 words. So basically the formal invitations answers the question who, whom, when, where, what time, and for what. That is the occasion. Further, it must include the name or names of the host, names of the invitee, date, time, and venue. So these are the important information that should be included in the content of the formal invitation. Now children, the next section is prose section. As you know that we have discussed 3 lessons. The first one is the last lesson, second was the Lost Spring from your book Flamingo, and the third lesson is the Tiger King from your Vistas. Now I have framed a few additional questions from all these 3 chapters, and you are going to answer these questions, and you can test that how much you have understood the chapters. So the first question is taken from the lesson, the last lesson, and the question is that why did Franz wonder about when he entered the class that day? Second is how did M. Hamel feel and behave during the last lesson? Third is how does Sahib's life change when he starts working at the tea stall? Fourth is how is Mukesh different from the other bangle makers of Firozabad? The third and fourth question are from the chapter The Lost Spring. Fifth question is why did the Maharaja have to pay a bill of 3 lakh rupees to the jeweler? And sixth is why was the Maharaja so anxious to kill the 100th tiger? The last 2 questions are from the chapter The Tiger King from Vistas. Now you have 2 parts in prose section. In A part I have taken short answer type questions, and these questions you need to answer in 30 to 40 words only. The B part is long answer type questions where you need to answer all these 3 questions in 80 to 100 words. So the B part is long answer type question, and the first question in this part is what do you think is the theme of Lost Spring, Stories of Stolen Childhood? So you need to write the theme of this chapter for both the parts of the chapter. Second question is our language is part of our culture and we are proud of it. Describe how regretful M. Hamel and the village elders are for having neglected their native language, French. The third long answer type question is what problems did the Maharaja face in pursuit of his mission? How did he resolve them? Now we shall move on to the poetry section, and in the poetry section we have discussed 3 poems. The first is My Mother at 66, second is An elementary school classroom in a slum. And the third poem is Keeping Quiet. So I have framed the reference to context related to all these three poems, and you are going to, after reading these lines from the poem that I've given, you are going to answer the questions that are given below. So you may take the screenshot of these pages where the poetry section is given, read the lines carefully, and then answer the questions. So this is all about the assignment, dear children. I hope that you will attempt it in your English notebook. And it is really worthy to attempt all these questions, as it will enhance your understanding of the chapters. Thank you.